What's up, guys? Welcome to Cinco Symposium. Today, going to be going over quite a few different articles of Black Lives Matter and how it's a scandal and how they've been using all that money that people have been giving them in fraudulent ways. But before we do that, can I please get you to hit that like button, share my video, please subscribe, comment, talk to me, let me know what you think about my videos, let me know what you think about these stories that I'm going over. And I love talking and hashing out people and having debates. It's happened on a few of my videos, but something I enjoy doing. So yeah, just help me out, do those for me. Let's get into the stories. Okay, so first one that I've seen: Black Lives Matter spent at least $12 million on luxury properties in LA, Toronto, and a tax filing. BLM spent millions on luxury properties in Los Angeles and Toronto, according to the first public accounting of its finances. In Canada, Toronto-based nonprofit M4BJ purchased a 10,000 square foot downtown property for the equivalent of $6.3 million. So you're a nonprofit organization, and you're supposedly supposed to be helping the black community, and with the whole fight against police brutality and black people being discriminated against, and all these terrible things that they're worried about. And yet we're going to go spend $6.3 million on one property that's a 10,000 square foot mansion in a downtown area. Most downtown areas I know in big cities are usually expensive properties just because, but then you're going to go get 10,000 square foot. So that's where your money's going. If you believed in Black Lives Matter, if you posted the little black picture as your profile pic on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, I'm really glad you did something. I'm really glad, and if you gave money to these people, I'm glad that you gave it to certain individuals that really went and spent it well. And hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Black Lives Matter actually did help somewhere and did something. But so far, I have not seen a story on it. And I listen to the mainstream media quite a bit, CNN, MSNBC. I read through their stuff. I haven't seen any stories of Black Lives Matter going through and really helping a black neighborhood. I have seen story after story of Black Lives Matter and Antifa riots tearing through black neighborhoods, tearing through poor areas where they burn up, Wendy's, or they're smashing windows, and they're closing stores down, which doesn't help a neighborhood, just makes it rougher, kills jobs, kills resources. And that's what I've seen from Black Lives Matter mostly. And this is one story. Let's go to the next one. Activist accuses BLM leader Shalomya Bowers of stealing $10 million. So you got a lawsuit happening with this one. The new leader of the National Black Lives Matter nonprofit siphoned more than $10 million in fees from donors to pay his consulting firm. All right, so there's another guy. He's getting paid well. I'm glad you gave money to this certain individual and not the black community itself. Boston BLM activist and husband indicted on federal fraud charges. A Black Lives Matter activist and her husband are facing federal fraud and conspiracy charges after allegedly using a nonprofit they founded to scam at least $185,000 from donors, federal authorities announced Tuesday. Okay, so there's another one. Not quite as much, but $185,000, nothing to sneeze at. Black Lives Matter is imploding in scandal. Lesson about causes deemed beyond question. It appears the House of Cards may be falling, says Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita of the Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation, the legal entity that snarfs up most cash donated to a BLM movement. Indeed, this happens eventually with nearly every scam, scheme, or illegal enterprise. It's not just Indiana. The states of Connecticut, Maine, Maryland, New Jersey, New Mexico, North Carolina, and Virginia have all revoked BLM NGF's charitable registration, while California and Washington are threatening to hold the nonprofit's officers personally liable for its lack of financial transparency. Boom. So it's happening all over the place. That it's coming out, and all these states, and even the most liberal states of California and Washington are like, they're holding on, but they're threatening to remove their nonprofit status or their charitable registration. Black Lives Matter activist charged with fraud claims she wasn't paid a dime from her own charity, but secretly paid herself $170,000 a year while raiding its coffers. Video shows her claiming gun criminals are victims. Oh, so there's another one. $170,000 a year. That's a pretty damn good salary. I wish I could be getting that kind of money. And then from Fox News, you just see that Black Lives Matter has nearly $42 million in assets, according to IRS documents. So, of the money that is out there and is able to be seen by our federal authorities, and the BLM Foundation has an operating budget of $4 million. They have an operating budget of $4 million, but they got $42 million in assets. So, after all this, after seeing all these scandals and hearing these different things, and like I said, maybe I'm just unaware. Maybe you can point me to a story where Black Lives Matter did something good. Maybe they helped the community. Maybe they put something up. They did something good. But I haven't seen it. I've seen destruction and chaos come from Black Lives Matter. I've seen divisiveness come from Black Lives Matter. I've seen segregation come back from the Black Lives Matter movement. And now I'm seeing money being fraudulently used and funneled out and taken from people that think that they're giving something good and then being used in these not so good ways. So, I don't know. I think Black Lives Matter is a scandal. I truly believe that. I think the evidence is right here in front of our faces, but like I said, maybe you can show me something else. But that's the story on this one. Let me know what you think, comment, and please like the video, share again, all that good stuff. And like always, y'all have a great day.